Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. And first, let me ask you one simple question. What do you think is the main key for reaching any result that you want? And don't think that it's some cliche question which you've probably seen millions of times on YouTube, some self-improvement guru and, even like huge YouTube channels and huge YouTubers are talking about. But frankly saying, I'm gonna be honest, this realization have come to my mind pretty much recently because I was, one day I was reading a book and I was like, I was just like comparing some parts of my life and let's say putting some chapters of my life together and I was like, really, everything as simple as that. I mean, all you have to do, all you need to have is not like some special skills or maybe some knowledge or maybe some, abilities or maybe some secrets or, let alone some magic or whatever. No, everything is pretty simple and it's simpler than it seems to be at first glance. Because once again, most people for some reason they think that in order to I'm not talking about being ahead of other people. I'm talking about, let's say, reaching some maybe potential or making some of your dreams come true or actually at least making some progress or at least achieving something that you want. Once again, most people they for some reason think that you need to be able to have some special tools or special skills or maybe some tools, for example equipment, or maybe you need to live in some particular place. No, the point is that all you need to have and that's it, all you need to have is to have firm established routine in your life. And that's it. Actually, I may just actually wrap up this video right now and that would be a great one. But let me a little bit elaborate on that because what sort of like stands behind this term and what it represents. Having firm established routine. What it means. For example, let's imagine that you want to start, making videos for your YouTube channel. Or let's say, maybe let's take another example. Let's imagine that you want to start going to the gym. You wanna, actually to get in shape, you wanna grow some muscles, you wanna even maybe to gain your body weight, whatever. You want to look better than you do right now. So, all you have to do is to have firm, established, as I said, routine. It's like going to the gym the same number of days a week, every single week, every single month. You need to have well-prepared meals, nutritions, protein, carbohydrates, fat, and all these things. Of course, you need to, organize your self-routine. Or, for example, let's say you wanna, again, going back, you wanna start making videos for YouTube. What you need to have? You need to have a routine. It's not about doing some special stuff or, doing something that people have never done before. No. Of course, it's about doing what people have already been doing for quite some time. What will put you ahead of other people is doing it consistently, doing it regularly, being self-organized, being self-disciplined, and understanding that doing this consistently is something that will lead you to the point. Because the key reason why this is a determined factor is that without having a strict and established routine, it seems absolutely impossible to achieve what you want. Because for example, just imagine making YouTube videos. Of course, okay, maybe I'm gonna start making videos. I will decide, for example, okay, I wanna have my channel about maybe reviewing cars or reviewing some electronic devices, wherever. And let's say I don't like routine. I don't like having routines. I always like switching from one stuff to another. I like doing some sort of experiments and all these things. So it will be a complete mess because most of the people who started back then crafting their stuff, doing their stuff and mastering their not skills but for example their project, their things, The reason why right now they're still afloat, the reason why they're still alive is that they didn't quit, they didn't stop. And once again, this is what really prevents most of the people from achieving what they want. In today's day and age, I would say it's, according to what I see, it's almost impossible to commit yourself to one thing and do it consistently, over and over again. Going through all these mishaps, all these obstacles, then trying to analyze, okay, what I've done wrong, which mistakes I made, and actually get the positive outcome out of this, because it's your experience, it's your mistakes are the best feedback which you may ever receive from actually what you do. Because for some reason people who fail, people who make mistakes, they for some reason think that it's a negative sign. No, it works the other way around. Just trust me. I have a YouTube channel regarding teaching English. I started this YouTube channel in February 2023. First, I started making short YouTube videos, and actually they completely failed. I messed them up completely. The level of my speech, the level of, let's say talking in front of the camera was absolutely at the bottom of anything at all. But then, after doing this consistently, after doing that consistently for some time, if I'm not mistaken, for 4 months, I was doing that stuff, even though they didn't get any views, maybe 100 views, 200 views, maybe some videos actually got thousands of views, but it actually didn't matter. It didn't mean at all. No, it didn't mean anything. And so, of course, I had no inclination of giving up. I was like, okay, I had already made some of the videos. Well, let me maybe learn from my mistakes. Okay, I have some feedback. It doesn't work. Okay, let's switch to a new way of doing this stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to switch to the next one, maybe to another way of making these videos. For example, long videos, and actually maybe sharing the same knowledge, but with a little bit different package. Because, as you probably know, if you watch videos on YouTube, frankly saying, people are talking about the same stuff, quite, almost the same stuff. But the point is that it all revolves around either people's personalities, or it revolves around the way they actually talk about this stuff. And that's the point. And this is why I was immediately starting thinking about not just giving up. It was all done within this routine. It was consistent, it was clear, it was regular. This is the reason. This is the main reason why right now, 2 years later, I have a YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel, once again, regarding teaching English, in which I have lots of students, lots of, really smart people, lots of subscribers, almost 7.5 subscribers, and it's really great. And right now, looking back, I really understand that, had I quit or maybe had I stopped, I would never ever, have been able to reach this, because this is what differentiates people who cannot reach what they want and who can reach what they want. Routine is the only key. Once again, you don't need to have anything except doing your stuff consistently. And maybe I think the second reason why most people don't understand this, this advice, this idea, is that they think that if you do something as a part of your routine, maybe consistently, it's pretty boring. For some reason, people compare this with, 9-to-5 jobs or doing something that you don't like. No. The only possible way to achieve your results, maybe to grow your company, to grow as a specialist, as a blogger, as a YouTuber, wherever, is doing this as a part of your routine. Frankly saying, it may represent different parts. It may be, for example, sticking to the same idea, or publishing your videos regularly, for example, twice a week over a couple of years, or it can be actually it can be anything. Just the point is that it should become as a part of your routine. That's the only way. And most of all, I would tell you guys, turning this stuff into a part of your routine is the key answer to the question which people ask when, okay, maybe, I'm bored with doing this stuff, I cannot do this anymore. This is the point. Once you turn this stuff into your routine, you will no longer become bored or jaded or whatever, because it's like brushing your teeth, it's like brushing your hair, it's like, maybe washing your dishes or whatever. I would say if you perceive things and your chores and maybe your projects, videos, wherever, as a part of your routine, by any possible means, it's impossible to become either jaded or bored or maybe dissatisfied, because you just do it because you like this. If you don't like this, let's maybe try to reconsider something or maybe choose what you're really passionate about. That's the only way. And frankly saying, this is something that all people will tell you. Bloggers with millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, it's impossible to do anything without really enjoying this, without really liking this. Like, for example, right now, I absolutely expect nothing from this video. And moreover, guys, I would tell you that, once again, I've mentioned it, a couple of times in this video and the previous videos, I already have a YouTube channel regarding English, and this is my main channel, and frankly saying, I use this channel primarily for business purposes. Of course, again, I like this, I like sharing knowledge, teach people, but again, there is a business part in this video. Let's say, maybe think through and think over every single video, the purpose of this video, in order to make it as attractive and as attractive as possible. Whereas this channel, to be honest, is just getting something off my chest, sharing my life experience, sharing some of the perspectives. And I know that all these videos that I've published so far, they are pretty, I would say, creepy, and they're pretty awkward, because there are no thumbnails, there's nothing, there's no editing. It's just a really great place where I can just, speak to you guys, even though this video will be viewed by, I don't know, 5 or 10 people. It doesn't matter. I really enjoy doing this stuff, and it's just a part of my routine. Once a week, I have to press record, make this video, and then upload this video on YouTube and post this video. That's it. And then I will switch to actually doing some other stuff regarding either my main channel or doing my chores, wherever. Just, make this stuff and turn this stuff into your routine, and you will immediately see significant progress, and you will see that everything will be perceived and understood in a completely different way. Guys, that's it. That will do for this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and of course, if you did, don't forget to leave me a comment down below and give me a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to subscribe on this channel, and see you guys in our next video. Bye!